These folks think engineers are good, and I don't disagree, but engineers I think are a little awkward here because like you're not guaranteed double dig, and now we do get a Darkling's bid from mediocre player. What a mess. I'll join bid Darklings slightly and see what happens. It's a little awkward because I think me bidding Darklings means Patrick shouldn't be bidding engineers, but if a weaker player ever winds up on Darklings, they very well might go double east, and then engineers are going to be quite a bit better. And honestly, I have to be concerned about paying too much for any faction because I am just incredibly unconvinced that Nomads and Mermaids don't have pretty good games here as neighbors. I know the stats broadly say that Darklings and Engineers are stronger in this matchup, but by how much? It could be a lot. Could be not a lot. Oh yeah, it is fascinating. I mean, I think that's almost everybody, Gonzo. You look at engineers and it's like, oh, you have a stronghold that helps score bridges and you have an ability that makes bridges. Naturally, that's what you should focus on. But it turns out that engineers' true ability is they build stuff cheaper. Their whole board is cheaper. That's their actual ability. It's sort of like Nomads. Nomads' actual strength is that extra starting dwelling. Their stronghold is mildly a trap. It's kind of useful, and certainly on some maps it's even more pronounced. But Nomad's true strength is that they start with an extra dwelling. That is their real power. So yeah. The low income's hard to navigate. Engineers are clearly very tricky to play at first, absolutely. This bidding looks like just go see when Darklings roll the table. I mean, I broadly agree that it looks like the weak players are overemphasizing engineers. And so I definitely want to pay a decent amount for Darklings here. But I still don't. It depends on how high of bidding we get to. Because I don't mind Nomads. I think Nomads are better than Mermaids here, personally. I think Nomads have a lot of options. I think Mermaids mostly are hoping to abuse ship scoring. I think Mermaids are a little sad about the big building rounds. I think Mermaids are potentially a little sad about trying to delay dwellings until the final round. But what do I know? Nomads is the 40 makes it spicy. Yeah, Mermaids are getting bid now. I'm incredibly happy with this Darklings bid. You kidding me? What are we up to? I don't think Mermaids are 4 victory points away from. I think Darklings are like, I don't know. Again, I think Mermaids are the 40 faction in my world. I would rather have Nomads this game, I think. It could be that I just basically played this color wheel in an async game with Nomads and got a nice win. Like that literally just ended earlier today. I'm gonna go pull it up here. Like very recently I ended this high level table. And I got a sweet Nomads win. Now I had to like the bids were that. Oh, it's literally another Mend game that just ended. Literally just another Mend game that ended. But Nomads and Mermaids were 40 factions both here. So Zach took Mermaids for 40. I took Nomads for 40. I won this game by a little bit. Darklings and Engineers both got bid down about 10. Now the track was fairly different. The track was much higher scoring. We have different pass tiles, different people, so it all matters. But you agree Merms are the 40? Can I reiterate my Nomads plan? Yeah, so my Nomads plan is to take the big building tile, open double temple. Now, what am I taking with those favors? I don't know yet. But I would open double temple. Admittedly, the one scary part about that is like I wouldn't be taking hexes particularly fast. Also, admittedly, a Darklings player that starts E5 and takes E6 would be a little annoying. Although that means that I'm good over here and Mermaids. I don't know. I think there's a lot of things to like. I'm gonna go Darklings a little more though. I'm gonna probably jump over to Nomads after Darklings are about 10 more expensive. And if we wind up playing Darklings, good enough because Gonzo asked about it. But you're sad you missed the Arnak stream, but my feeling about it was what you thought it might be. Yeah, Arnak was fine. That's how I feel about Arnak. Thinking back on it after playing it a bit and like mulling it over more in my head too, it's just like I don't know what. Nothing was compelling enough about Arnak to make me be like, I love this game or I want to focus on it. I am sure at higher level play you worry a little about what opponents are up to, but it just feels too heads down to me where we all kind of just do our own thing. And it doesn't feel like anything's incredible. Okay, we got Darklings here. Patrick does wind up on Nomads. I'm pretty concerned about that part of it, because I do think Nomads are going to be very good here. Um, I think Patrick on Nomads is also in a very good position. I like my position quite a bit. I'm always going C1 Darklings, I think, but it's funny with the weaker player on Mermaids. Actually, maybe I want to start C1 because weaker player on Mermaids might go D2 and then I have to cap them. I don't want Mermaids on D2. I want to dissuade Mermaids from joining me up here. So yeah, actually I go here and see what everybody else does. High scoring game in the one I was linking. Yeah, this is a very high scoring game. No expansion scoring, no funny business. I mean, bids were like 40, 40, 29, 30. So I mean, there's always that. But yeah, like 163 and last is definitely a bit sad. Very close game. This was a really fun one that I had async. But here goes this. You would not reveal C1 at this table. That's fair. Patrick could be tempted to temp ship if Mermaids do D2. Oh, and then beat me to B2. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Patrick might try temp shipping anyhow. That's true. I might get cut off on B2, but meh. The map was almost full in that linked one. Yeah, it was a good game. Okay, I think I just play G5 here and make sure that engineers aren't going to grab G6 on me. I can loop around. I get more leech if I am on E10 though, right? And I don't have to upgrade for a while. Yeah, actually, I curve around. Engineers probably don't take G6, and even if they do, I have hexes. I don't plan to connect this game or contest network. Contesting network against nomads and engineers and mermaids is not really a great idea anyhow. I think the game plan here is to just open temple, build some dwellings in round 2, sanctuary in 3. This is possibly a game where you do absolutely lame-o darklings and you just do earth 1, water 1. Generally, I still like to go fire 1, then take earth 1 and water 1 later. But we could totally get earth 1 blocked this game if we don't take it round 1. I would generally still like to go fire 1, but there's not a lot of cult reasons to do that here. And there are coins on some pastels. What do I think about this? Job is the Snellman who always goes darkly as much as possible, always does earth 1, water 1, town 3. Oh, well, I see. I mean, look, it sometimes works, which is probably why they do it so much, but it doesn't often win, so. Patrick is deciding where the last dwelling goes. He puts it where he's probably supposed to. He does take big building tile. I think that's pretty reasonable, pretty expected. Now the curious parts are what other people do. We get priest for mermaids. Okay. Town 3 is the precious coin town. To be honest, I think town 3 is actually priest town, but I honestly don't remember. I'm so far out of my Snellman days, I don't remember what the town numbers are. Also, partly because the town numbers make no freaking sense to me. They're in no order. Like, favor 11 is easy enough for me to understand. It is priest town, okay. But, like, favor 11's easy enough to understand. Like, I can count, I can math that out. But the town ones are completely bonkers. There's no order to them. I have no clue how the old play-by-forum people ever set it up the way they did, but oh well. Okay, so I am offered temp ship. Fascinating. I was initially planning to just take 6 coins and be a coin-rich Darkling, which is taking coins here is a further reason that opening Earth 1 is kind of okay. I do need a worker's power action pretty badly. Temp ship is kind of tempting though because it means I can get to B2 before nomads. And that is worth something. But it's also not like that important to beat nomads to B2. It's mildly important if I want to connect. If I'm connecting, then it means I'm trying to actually play network against these people. Now, given that we have weaker players at the table, maybe I should, but God, it's still engineers. Like, how much network am I getting against Patrick nomads and engineers? My instincts are to just be a lame-o and take the coins. Assume I get a worker power action. Oh, but then I can't build multiple dwellings anyhow. Maybe it is temp ship. I'm a sucker for just going economy, right? Temp ship much more easily enables me to actually get dwellings down. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. And then do I just take the workers because I want them so badly? I want to go temple and 2 dwellings, so I need these workers. I could upgrade first. Patrick has to upgrade next to me? Probably upgrade first. Temple 3 dwellings with Certity is probably better. Yeah, I think temp ship's slightly better, but the 6 coin line's pretty good too, right? I agree. They were both very good. Who's taking workers on me if I don't? Possibly engineers doing something weird. I mean, this is such guaranteed, but also a little extra leech can go a long way in the game. Because I really want a coins power action, and I'm not going to get tons of leech necessarily. I'm going to claim this works. If I get busted for this, oof. No spade tile, you think pushes risk of losing workers lower? I agree. They're like engineers shouldn't really want workers because they would need workers and spades, and they're not getting much leech. So I agree. It seems fine. I should just get the workers on the wheel. People might chump. Oh, that's true. These players are almost certainly rushing Earth 1, aren't they? Yeah, actually, very likely that both mermaids and engineers rush Earth 1, even though one of them should be rushing Double Dig. But yeah. Patrick wants a coins action, kind of, opening Double Temple. Patrick also might just want to have a fast round. Try to build 2 temples and pass first for Double Dig in the next round. Oh, also Patrick's double temples. I forgot he can't build a temple here, which is where he would actually like the temple the most. So he might join a leech party here, which would be awkward for me. Oh, but he chooses next to me. Thanks, pal. I think I take workers now. I could join Chump Rush Earth 1, but I no longer think I'm rushing Earth 1. If I'm opening temple and 3 dwellings, and I'm trying to build even more dwellings in round 2, which I think I am, and then I'm trying to build a sanctuary, I think the extra coins are still incredibly meaningful. So I think I'm still opening Fire 1. I very well might get Earth 1 blocked, and I'm still going to claim it's okay. Building up tons of worker income this game means I can think about a round 5 stronghold. Not that that's the greatest life, but I'm gonna just lock these. Who cares about Earth 1 when I build 16 structures off the back of my beefy round 1 dwelling plan? I mean, I do have to score, Gonzo, and I'm still not totally convinced that I'm getting any... Like, I'm not getting much culture networks, right? So I gotta score a lot directly. So that is the tough part. However, I think I can score a lot directly. Also, I might get Earth 1 later, possibly. I do have the faction that best scores directly. If only my faction scored some way, yeah. Also, I'm not convinced that I'm not networking now. Now that I have temp ship and I'm getting to B2, B3, I might later ship again and get through here. It's conceivable that I might not even town over here, and I might connect through the north. I mean, that involves paying for 3 shipping, which is expensive, but temp ship does say I'm fighting for network. Agreed. This opening says that I am somewhat fighting network, and Fire 1 also suggests network. So I also probably am trying to compete on network. So we'll see how like engineers play this game. Now engineers do just do Earth 1 rush. Mermaids could double dig. I think they're supposed to. I think mermaids absolutely double dig, pass on Earth 1, but they do not, because of course they don't. So this is a little scary. Everybody chumping means that engineers still. Oh no, Patrick gets double dig. Is Patrick a chump? I don't think so. I think Patrick snaps. Well, God, Patrick wanted to go double temple, but God, you can just snap double dig here. This is a tough spot for Patrick. I'd be very tempted to take double dig. Handing engineers double dig after they chump open Earth 1 is a little gross. But temp ship and econ, everybody else chumping. I'm not sure everybody's chumping. We're gonna see what Patrick does here. Patrick has a lot of options. If I was playing Nomads, I would be very tempted to open double temple for Earth 1 or for Fire 1 Earth 2. But I know Patrick is more a fan of taking scoring favors than I am. I had the Dwelling Rush opening available if I took double dig. That would have been hilarious and also questionable. Oh, that's true. I did have the Dwelling Rush opening available, didn't I? Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Nomad can do TIG for the landscape. There's no landscape, Mike. No landscape. We're not playing with landscapes. That's not the world I live in. I live in true base world. None of this landscape garbage. This is base game. This is pretty much as base as it gets. I mean, technically we have variable turn order. We have mini expansions. So like, we have this is also mini expansion. So really, it's not as base as it gets because a handful of these tiles don't come in the box that you buy in the store. But it's pretty basey. Patrick does go for the double dig. I think that's very principled. I think it's very reasonable. Don't let the guys that rush Earth 1 get that. I am always doing Fire 1, right? I want to do Fire 1 and 2 dwellings. That's just who I am. I could go Earth 1 and 2 dwellings, but Patrick is saying sad no landscapes, yeah. You took temp ship and boxed me and boxed in my C1. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, as Darklings, I don't really think it matters that much if you get B2 a lot of matchups. I think it's fine. But yeah. Okay. I think I'm taking Fire 1 always. So it's fine. I'm just gonna do it. It's okay. I think I need the coin income if I'm building this many dwellings early. And if Patrick takes an Earth 1 still, so be it. My opponents can all be chumps. I'll manage with Water 1, Air 1 eventually. And just making a bunch of priests. I will kind of need another priest next round. That part's a little awkward. I'm past the point where anyone can really act with my turn 1 at least. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, the awkward part is that honestly, wow, engineers don't take single dig even. Engineers just take the priest. Engineers are very much going double temple. Yeah, engineers are definitely just double templing. So I'm going to get a bit more leech, which is nice. It really feels like network's on the table. It does. One of the problems is next round I would love to like temp ship again to A7, A8, but I'm not going to be able to do that. And to put out a lot more dwellings, I would love to actually, like next round I would love to get D2, E2, E1. If I could get this stretch next round, that'd be great, but I need one more priest to achieve it. So passing for a priest is good. Passing for all the coins and taking a priest power action is reasonably good. But I actually really could use one more spade next round pretty badly. You predict priest to air and air 2 for engineers? Be interesting. Patrick just builds another dwelling, which suggests Patrick is also not chumping. I would like to go fast here. I'd like to keep moving so I could pass. If I get this 7 coin tile and I could guarantee like priest next round, that'd make me pretty happy. You think NGs? I mean, Edgy's isn't super high rated, so it'll be curious. But I do agree, Priest to Air and Air 2 looks surprisingly viable for engineers, although that's a lot of power generation. A lot of power generation. But because you're getting air cult workers, maybe you can live without Earth 2. But personally, wow, and it is, you might be right. I would personally just do Earth engineers. I would aim for 2 spades as engineers. I would just do Earth 2. Why mess around with Air 2 at a million power generation? I don't think you should, but mermaids get a lovely opening off of Earth 1. Long term, they might have coin issues. Whoa, ho, 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 team! It's not Earth 1. It is not Earth 1. Alert. Not Earth 1. Oh my. It is Stronghold Nomads. Patrick needs coins so badly. Um, so badly. Okay, I might be getting cut off of D2. I very might be getting cut off D2. And to be honest, that's okay. It further pushes me into a network line. I bridge, make a town here, I make a town here, and I make a town here. And we play some for network. But yeah, fascinating. No temple. Opening stronghold 4 dwellings nomads. I don't think this works well. Taking double dig while opening stronghold is throwing a lot of resources at early hexes. You need so many coins. I'm actually curious if Patrick skips. Like, it's a crazy world that Patrick skips using his power. Like, he skips using the stronghold ability. And yet, wow, wait, mermaids are passing? Mermaids, bro, you got an extra dwelling to build. What are you doing? What is this? Oh my god. Well, I'm still passing for the coins, presumably, but Patrick might pass for coins here. I don't know. You think Double Dig was to keep it away from NGs, but then NGs ultimately didn't want it, which makes it seem even worse? I mean, Mermaids would have got it then. I agree. I think the Double Dig was partly to keep it away, but this is crazy. Then Nomad's not going to get to B4 anytime soon? Yes, that's true. Patrick almost certainly passes for coins? Disagree. I think, Patrick just made a stronghold. He has a stronghold ability. Passing on a free hex in order to take the coins on the pass here is a very tough decision. But it might be correct. But, like, it makes the stronghold even more dubious to me. But how can you not sandblast round 1? Because he's going to have no coins, Lumen. He's not going to get coins otherwise. How can you not worry about your coin income also when you blew all of your resources? How bad's your round 2 if you sandblast round 1? Yeah, I don't know. Look, I think he's supposed to sandblast. He built it. I think he's supposed to use it, but it will be curious what he does here. I'll be a little sad if he takes the coins, but I guess I don't super need coins this round because I took Fire 1, and passing for the Priest still does do me a lot of good. Yeah, and he is passing. Wow, he's not sandblasting round 1 after opening. That's very painful, and he does do it. Well, I get the Priest that I want. I can now just go Priest, and build 3 dwellings next round. I have the coins for it. But I don't like Patrick's opening here at all. I think Patrick got very waylaid on what was important, and this looks incredibly dubious. Good thing he spent 6 power on 2 digs and passed minus dig. Yes, I agree it's not a cohesive or great start. So remember when I said I was most worried about nomads? It's not really true anymore. Yeah, I just passed for Priest. I have the resources to build dwelling, and then I hopefully pass for either big building or really realistically, I just need a lot of coins for this round. It looks like I'm towning over here now. I'd still eventually bridge. Things look okay. Just gonna take the Priest. Make this easy. Priest to water is so tempting. Priest to water. Priest already got taken this round, Lumen, and first Priest is already on water, so none of that works. I don't know who Priest to water. Certainly not me. Is my chat broken? It didn't show up on the stream. Am I yelling into the void? I see you. Are we getting 7 coins round 2? Possibly. We might be getting the 7 coin power action. It's undetermined. But yeah, actually, it's very reasonable that we do, right? It's very possible. Patrick can't open the coins. Mermaids might open coins. I have no idea what they're doing. I assume they're opening double dig, but hell if I know. Also, Mermaids beating me to B5 is actually a much more realistic concern for Network Dreams, by the way. I can easily lose B5 to Mermaids, and then I don't have connection path. And then life gets hard again. Hey, Zach, welcome. It is Earth 2 engineers. So they use their cult step on air, so they're set up for later, but they still do go Earth 2. I think this air cult stuff is wrong. I think engineers were supposed to just be doing Earth cult stuff, but otherwise it looks fine. 3 towns, no connection, no problem. Yeah, are we winning yet? No. Would I consider going down to 4 power in round 2 to secure 7 coins? Absolutely, 100%. As Darklings, I have no use for double dig. Yes, it makes my power cycling a little more awkward if I'm at exactly 4 power tokens. But the only thing I want to use those power tokens for is 7 coins power actions, right? That's all I actually care about the rest of this game. I'm going to be generating priests off of temples and sanctuaries. Like, I don't require power for anything but coins. That's everything. Engineers do decide to go Air 2 now. I think this is a mistake. I think this is a big mistake. I mean, I guess they're passing for 2 workers at least. But you don't... I don't know. I think engineers are getting fairly spade blocked, to be honest. I think mermaids are going to just open double dig. So I think engineers are not doing particularly what they need to be doing, but you know, that's fine. Okay, there is a 5 coin pass tile now, which I like a lot. I like this 5 coins and a cult step option. I am gonna feed engineers a ton of leech this round. I don't like that. Don't love that I'm instantly feeding engineers leech, but nomads have told me that I can't go for this. I can't go for this line because nomads can just sandblast me into smithereens. So as much as I'd love to dig, and build this stretch and have this town all ready, I can't do it. Mermaids do open double digs. Yeah, I don't think I beat mermaids to B5. So network is looking back off the table. So it's a little messy. However, it does look like I can get a future Earth 1, although I don't even know how much I need Earth 1. So yeah, it's kind of looking like we're playing 3 towns, no network, water 1, air 1, Darklings. We do have a coins power action available to us. We have to think about this. Sandblast used. Oh, wait. Wow. Sandblast used. I can west again. Patrick has just invited me to cut off his stronghold town? Well, he gets single dig if I do this. Wait a sec. If I dig and build here, Patrick could single dig E2. How bad is that? That's not that bad. It means I get 1 less dwelling this round, which is, like, bad, but it's not that bad. Coin action delay enough? Not guaranteed. Patrick cut engineers off. Engineers should single dig. Wait a sec. Yeah, engineers should always single dig, right? I can just dig. There's no way engineers are crazy enough not to take the only spade left, right? Right? Coin action here anyhow? Possibly. So the upside to not coin actioning here is that I might just be able to pass first and coin action next round. And that might be more annoying to the table. But I guess there are also worlds where engineers take a coin's power action, decide they can wheel single dig, and then I don't get a coin power action next round because somebody else beats me to it. Like Patrick. Okay, yeah, that's actually death. Alright. We've talked ourselves out of it. If I thought this coin action was like guaranteed this round or next, I actually think I would float it for a while. But I think taking this coin action basically forces engineers to single dig rather than think about anything else. I mean, engineers could think about priests and priest occults, I guess, but is it crazy for nomads to hard dig E2? Also, actually, not at all, Zizek. Not at all. Nomads have so many workers. Unfortunately, they very well might hard dig E2 to guarantee themselves town space off the stronghold. Yeah, I actually think I can't. I don't think I can take the West Hexes until Patrick further commits here. Which is fine. I was fine just digging in the east. I'm gonna just wind up digging in the east here. It's gonna be okay. We're still having a pretty good start. Yeah, we're gonna wind up building a bunch of trading posts to make this town in round 4, and we might even bridge in order to make 2 towns round 4. We're probably gonna have to consider Coin Town in round 4, as much as it mildly hurts my soul to say these words. But it might fuel us to be able to take an Earth 1 in round 4 if it's still floating around, which would be pretty sweet. I can go D1 if nomads take E2. Not this round, though, and that's pretty critical. So the reason that we care so much right now, Pinecone, is, well, also I can't, because I can't take D1 this round, I can't guarantee E1. And that's also a huge problem. Because nomads can just sandblast E1 on me later. And yes, this is a sanctuary town and it would be fine. It might be smoother to just lock up that I need a bridge and not worry about messing around up here. The other advantage is, the point is, digging these hexes this round gets me 3 dwellings. 3 dwellings for 2 digs is very nice here. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what Patrick does. And he does. Okay, so Patrick makes our choice easy. He does reveal that he's just hard digging. So our choice is easy. We're gonna just go build a bunch of dwellings. Okay. Easy peasy. You think feeding engineer leech is fine? They look somewhat dead. Oh, I'm less scared about feeding engineers leech at this point. I agree. Patrick cut them off here. Engineers only got one spade thus far. They didn't take Earth 2, so their worker income is just totally off. Patrick is opening for all the coins. He's going to write his economy. He might even build a sanctuary next round. No, he doesn't quite have enough workers, but one interesting thing about Patrick opening one interesting thing about Patrick going for the Stronghold Open is that cults are much less contested this game because nomads are not producing priests. This is another reason that I think the Stronghold line was very bad for nomads in this game. I think double temple nomads could have had a very nice, like, pretty good cult game, cult income. I mean, this is a fun line Patrick's on, but I think it's wrong. I really would like to pass for the 6 coins Bastile. I don't think it's going to happen, but the 6 coins is very good for me. The problem is everybody needs the coins, so I don't think I get to pass for 6 coins, but it's definitely sad because everybody is doing reasonable on the worker front, except engineers. Engineers need a crap ton of workers. Engineers did get another dwelling down. They advanced ship. Okay. And we get leech? Yeah, heck yeah. Excellent. Okay, so engineers are a little better off because that happened. Mermaids built a trading post. Interesting. Okay, we have to think for a sec. I've been talking a big game about how much this extra dwelling mattered, but 6 coins matters a lot, and I'm already very worker flush. I think I'm supposed to pass for the coins. I do have a lot of coins as is, but I'm going to spend so many coins. Sanctuary is 10 coins. So then I have, like, no coins again, and I need a bunch of coins for this game, and I just don't need that many workers at the moment. It is passing on 2 points, so it's minus 2 points, minus a worker. What pastime am I getting if I don't do this? Engineers might priest, might pass. Mermaids definitely pass for 6 coins. You just build a dwelling. I am tempted to just build a dwelling the more I look at it. Okay, what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that I have to pass for a worker 2 coins, and then I might actually build a trading post. Yeah. This is fine, actually. If I get this tile, I can actually build 1 trading post next round. And so then this turns out to be like a couple of coins, a couple of resources worse. Just a couple of resources worse, but for a lot more points. I can greed the dwelling, everything will be fine. Greed the dwelling and wait for them to outplay themselves. I suspect 6 coins doesn't come back to me, but it is possible I get this like 2 worker tile that's also just 4 points. So like that also wouldn't be the worst case scenario. I do plan to take water 1 next round. Oh, engineers spend power to take workers. Of course they do, because yeah, they need that. So then mermaids pass for coins, but please don't. Please don't pass for coins. Pass for temp ship. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense, but do something wacky. Again, if I have to pass for worker 2 coins and some trading post points, it's gonna be okay. It's not the dream, but it'll be okay. Mermaids are passing though. You got to assume they're taking 6 coins. We can dream. Nope, they do take what they're supposed to. Sad day. Sad day, but not that sad. We also could think about temp shipping again in order to get to A7. Let's think about that for 1 second. Actually, I was overlooking that. I could temp ship my way to A7 next round. Is that actually the play? Build sanctuary, build 1 dwelling, pass fast, have quite a bit of power. I already need worker to coin for sanctuary TP next round. I do indeed. Oh, I guess building the dwelling would require a worker to coin to build the dwelling off temp ship. Building the trading post next round certainly starts writing our economy a lot faster. Yeah, not getting 6 coins is rough. I maybe should have passed for 6 coins, people. It really did make the economy a lot smoother, but I didn't, so whatever. Greeting this extra dwelling, I think, actually has turned out wrong. I think my read was correct that I was supposed to pass for 6 coins, but I think our game would be better off with all those coins in our hand. But so be it. I definitely, yeah, Sanctuary for Water 1. Patrick also has already built a lot of his dwellings, so it's not clear to me Patrick's going to be like rushing Earth 1. I kind of expect there to be a rush on Water 1, if anything. I'm expecting mermaids to just Sanctuary for Water 1, to be honest. I expect engineers might consider trying to Sanctuary for Water 1, not that they have coins. But we'll see. Patrick opens up the coin power action as expected. Strongholds! Okay. Everybody who had Stronghold mermaids on their bingo cards, congratulations. There's really not Water 1 pressure, but the only thing I want to do this round is Sanctuary and Trading Post. Yeah. This looks like your Engineers games where everything's... Well, look, the Engineers player has done a lot of things wrong, so... A lot of things wrong. Building TP makes my coin self-sufficient. Not really, but it helps. You're not even sure you know what the Mermaid Stronghold does. The Mermaid Stronghold instantly gives you a shipping advance, so a free shipping advance, and then it produces 4 power. I mean, 4 power is okay, but Oh, look, the stronghold's very wrong, but we're playing somewhat weak players, so it's fine. You suggest prioritizing spades, earth 2, earth 1, seeing what happens. Yes. Uh, I completely agree with Lumen, and that's where I say the engineers player has made major mistakes. The engineers player pretty much reversed all of those priorities. They rushed earth 1, and then they got no spades in round 1 because of it. Then they prioritized air 2 over earth 2, and it's made their worker economy all sorts of whack. I mean, they're getting tons of workers here off the cult finally, but you know what's better than getting workers? Just getting spades. The engineers easily could have played for 2 spades off of this cult reward, and instead they're behind. They have no coins because they've not been able to use their power to get coins power actions, which is also their bad. On some of the timing and stuff. They've passed for like dubious timing and bad pass tiles. I don't even know what they did last round. What did they do rather than pass for the 6 coin tile, by the way? Do I remember? I don't remember, obviously, but they sent a priest to fire. Yeah, I mean, the priest to fire is cute for cult points later, but yeah, like they needed coins. But anyhow, yeah, they've done stuff. Free shipping advance. Well, yes, Gonzo. The mermaid's free shipping advance costs 4 workers and 6 coins and makes a building that does basically nothing. But hey, the mermaids have a bunch of points though. I'm back to pretty much only being concerned about Patrick beating me this game, but Patrick beating me this game is a legitimate concern. Very much has to be a concern. Patrick is still in a pretty dang good spot. Patrick is, well, Patrick's always cutting me off. Okay, so no dreams. Just build a trading post here. Engineers are eventually gonna feed me some more excellent leech off of this. I'm feeding engineers quite a bit of leech by doing this, but it's fine. We convert a worker to a coin here. We don't want to go below 4 power tokens. Doing 1 worker to coin conversion is painful, but this trading post is actually 5 points. It kind of helps the economy, actually. We're still going to have 8 workers. Now we have more reasonable coins. It's definitely better. This is one of the things you find frustrating about Terra Mystica. You can't really play for B5, but the act of me not playing for B5 means mermaids don't have to either. Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually try to push my way over there, to be honest. Like, I still want to just make a town up in here, even if it means I have to triple dig A9 late in the game. Like, it's fine to just aim for these as a town space. So I'll get there. I'm gonna not connect, presumably, but it's fine. I think there's still scenarios where I get Earth 1 next round. Like, I very much am gonna consider just making a town, taking a coin town, building another temple for Earth 1, assuming it's still there. I mean, is Patrick gonna take Earth 1? Maybe. Like, Patrick's economy is kind of finally righted itself a bit, and he needs scoring favors also. So, like, Patrick very well might beat me to Earth 1, and so be it if he does. But I guess one awkward thing next round is I do actually kind of just want to build 1 trading post and then 1 dwelling in order to finish this town. And then I'd like to build more trading posts here. So it'd mean building 1 more dwelling without Earth 1 potentially, but I guess that's fine. Engineers are passing, presumably for a coin power action. They pass back onto big building. That's a little annoying that they're hogging the big building pass points. The pass game has been awkward for me this game because I can't pass for coins, which is all that I actually want. Hopefully mermaids are passing here rather than using this priest. Although mermaids might be sending another priest to air because that's what they just did. But I would like mermaids to pass so I can actually get this. I guess I could pre-dig trying to stall mermaids out because I want mermaids 6 coin tile. Actually, yeah, never mind. That's easy peasy. I dig this if mermaids do. Yeah, I dig this to black if mermaids use their priest, and then I should be able to get on the 6 coin tile. Okay. F5 for possible southern route. Um, I don't think that's worth the dream. I think I'm supposed to dream about a northern route. I think southern route is very improbable. Especially with Patrick being able to sandblast e5 or mermaids taking e5. Oh, mermaids are just going to pass. Wow, they're bros. They got on their ship tile. That's fine by me. They can be points greedy all day. I do get the 6 coins. Absolutely dreamy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Patrick also did take water 1, which means he doesn't actually have an earth 1, which means I can just snap an earth 1 now. Now that I have 6 coins, I can snap earth 1, and I very well think I will. I'll snap earth 1, build a dwelling, build a trading post, take a coin, power action, build some more trading posts, and be very happy. Next Sandblast West Town up to Mermaids. South too risky. D5 gets Nomads connected on one ship. Yeah, I think South is way too risky. I think it has to be North. But that's fine. Well, okay, D5, look. Yeah, so, yeah, it turns out we're not connecting, via the South, so. We're just not connecting. It's very, it's the real truth. But that, again, it's okay. We're chugging along here. We're doing stuff. We have a big economy. We have lots of ways to make points. We're gonna just snap Earth 1 next round. So we're gonna be Darkleads that have Earth 1, Water 1, producing 3 priests around. Like, my next round is gonna be build Temple for Earth 1, build 2 trading posts, build 2 dwellings, and have a pretty sick economy going into round 4 where we produce 3 priests, 7 coins, and like 6 workers. Like, life's gonna be pretty good. Coin power action slammed by engineers makes total sense. Engineers might get double dig this round too, so like, hey, they might be figuring out their problems. What towns have I got here? I think I have to take a coin town. I mean, I guess there still is the 2-key town, but I'm very dubious about 2-key town Darklings. Also, if I'm slamming Earth 1, I think I need the coin power action to fuel our dreams. Oh, also 2-key town is gone. Oh, also Northern Connection is basically gone. But again, we kind of knew that was happening. I think I just slam Earth 1 right now. I think it's unlikely Patrick is going Earth 1, but without connection, you'd think 9 or 8 VP gets better. It certainly does, but Cointown basically buys me Earth 1, right? Without Cointown, Earth 1 is significantly more dubious. That assumes I actually get a Cointown, by the way, which is not actually guaranteed here. Because Patrick actually very well might also be Cointowning here. Patrick was probably trying to 2-key town, but we'll see what he takes here. I'm assuming this is a coin town for Nomads, but I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. Cult Town also looks fine for Nomads, and it is Cult Town, yeah. We do get Sanctuary from Engineers. I assume this is for Water 1, but yikes. Yeah, it is, but I'm going to reiterate yikes. This is why you don't rush Earth 1. Like, you took Earth 1 in round 1, and you've used it, like, 3 times. Yeah. Okay, what am I up to? I'm always building this hex. Yeah. do have to kind of think about where we're putting things. I think I'm putting a trading post over here, though. Patrick does make sure that we require a bridge, which was expected. Oh, I could still double town this round. Wait a sec. I could get another town this round, can't I? I kind of forgot about that, but if I coin town, I can double town this round. Assuming engineers actually double digs and builds this dang thing, and then we bridge. I build trading post, dwelling, bridge. Yes. Yeah, we just get another town this round. That would be oh, very lovely. I've also used Fire 1 3 times. I have used Fire 1 3 times. You know what's much better than using Earth 1 3 times? Using Fire 1 3 times. Engineers are not building next to me, though, so my town dream might die, because why would you use your power on spades that you desperately need when you can try to eke out a town via your bridge ability and stuff? Given that that is what they're doing, I still might get enough leech this round to achieve this dream. Oh, awkward. I kind of want a trading post here in order to achieve that dream, but then I run out of coins. I kind of have to do this for a coin town. Awkward. Not being able to predict the unpredictable player curses, you know. Do I upgrade here for better leech in the future when nomads build next to me? And when it... No, I'd rather just have free leech later. Oh, I can send a priest to Earth here potentially in order to make this work out. This gets interesting, because I can if I get leech here, I could then send priest to Earth in order to have just enough power to eke this town out still. Oh, Patrick is also getting another town this round. Very cool. Patrick also double towning for both of the 8-point towns. Very cool from Patrick. That's an excellent way to catch back up on the cult races. Patrick's game's back to looking pretty good. Being able to get some cult points going is pretty huge. Pretty huge stuff. Oh, hey, engineers did not decide to build their trading post yet, so that means I can build trading posts and then get leech from them. Yes, please. Nomads go priest to fire, that's fine. I do not care about these fights on the fire cult. Do not care. I mean, I'm expecting to get like no cult points. I'm still gonna have issues this game, right? Like I'm directly producing points, but like Patrick also is. Patrick's at 85 points at the end of this round, and he actually is competitive, like very competitive for network. I mean, Patrick's probably is back to winning this game, even though I said I didn't like his round one. Mostly because engineers and mermaids are predictably playing poorly, so there's not good network. And so I probably shouldn't actually have been Darklings very much this game, and I should have gone with my instincts for nomads. But I think I didn't adapt in time to think about it. Darklings are a little awkward in this matchup because they do kind of tend to play this Earth 1, Water 1, 3 towns. I'm just going to outscore you thing. And you assume the others are going to fight hard enough over cults and network that none of them kind of get away with things. But with weaker players at the table, there was a great chance that somebody, whatever strong player, was going to be able to have a much easier time with network and cults than they probably should be. And then that would create an issue. But, oh well. We're far from doomed by any means also, but engineers send another priest to fire. Lame. Engineers, feed me. Feed me. Give me what I want. Bridge gets taken by mermaids. Well, shit. You remember that dream where we were gonna get another town this round? That's not happening. Well, that sucks. If we have extra digs, how silly is it to give engineers some gray spots? Very silly. I'm not. I mean, I guess they're doing so bad, but also I don't really have extra digs. Dream deferred. Yeah, I mean, we'll get a town later, so it's just like losing 5 points. But losing 5 points is pretty big. It's pretty freaking big. We're in significant troubles, but I will just build this dwelling. Do I want to stall here? Not really. I'd like to be ready to pass, especially if Patrick winds up passing here. I need points tiles. I mean, I still need a lot of coins. I need to be able to ship again. I guess temp ship is very good for me in order to get over here and then try to like bust through. Yeah, actually temp ship looks pretty alluring here. So I don't actually have to pay for shipping. Temp ship also buys me a coins power action if I magically pass first, which would be nice. I don't expect that to happen. See what happens. But yeah, this game's not quite breaking our way. Engineers didn't feed us power this round when we kept assuming they would, and so we didn't get the bridge action, and then mermaids decided to scoop up a bridge action this round. Patrick is getting kind of everything here that he needs. Patrick takes the temp ship tile we also were just discussing because it locks him up another coins power action. Patrick getting to pass for another coins power action is bad news. The fact we've only got one of those is not a great life, but we might at least get the trading post tile, but I actually don't know how great the trading post tile is for us because we do still have coin issues. Like, in order to make another town, I need to use my power for a bridge, and I need to actually advance ship. Like, presumably another town is going right in here. I guess another town could go in here, but this is like a very dangerous town to go for since A11 could get taken. This town in the north is a little safer. I mean, I have to take A7, and then I have to beat Patrick to B4, which, shit, I actually don't always beat Patrick to B4 here either. Oh, boy. Yeah, we might be super screwed. We might be, like, mega screwed. Engineers are going to eke out this town finally. After doing all their cult fights. I can priest to earth if I thought it actually helped me significantly enough, but I don't think it does. I'm also able to pass here. I mean, I can pass for points, which is great, but I also could pass for this, which allows me to actually afford a shipping advance and try to get these hexes next round. I think I have to try to beat Patrick to B4. How often does Patrick care about B4? Is that what he's actually going for? I mean, he kind of cares about B4. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so Patrick gets B4. I could try to beat mermaids to A11. That's not going to work. We're just flat out screwed. Maybe mermaids leave me A10. It's possible. It's kind of like what I have to play for now is that mermaids are just not going to ever take A10, which is like, it's conceivable that they never do. But yeah, it's bad. I think I have to try to pay for the shipping advance and still do stuff, so I'm taking this over the points tile, but that also feels real bad. Feels real bad. It's very dubious, but I did it, so whatever. I guess I could have taken the trading post tile and gone for a ship town. That maybe was conceivable. Is that actually better than taking 5 coins in a priest town? Maybe. Probably not, though, actually. This is probably better. I mean, I guess the downside here is I've given the trading post tile to somebody else, but I don't think I actually have to be concerned about mermaids or engineers. Both mermaids and engineers economies are just mega behind, so like I don't know what they're gonna do to score. Mermaids are on the ship tile, but they only have 2 shipping, so like it's not even that scary. I mean, mermaids are at least closer to in it, but this engineers player has a distaste for double dig that's crazy. I guess they need all their power for coins, but this engineers player is going to have more points in a moment. The pass tiles are super open next round, so fast round is also kind of tempting because there are great pass tiles for round 6. I don't really know if I can have a particularly fast round though. I kind of want to just take the bridge action. Um, oh, this is a painful leech, by the way, but can we out network them with just building out east? Can we out network the weak players by just building in the east? Interesting thought. Maybe that's the play. I'm not beating Patrick Pinecone, though. I think that's the issue. I think Patrick significantly. You think I'm good? I don't think I'm possibly. Like, I should be beating Mermaids, I guess, right? But for second, yeah, it might work, Mike, for second. But I guess I'm still trying to figure out how to win because I think I've lost, but winning is still the dream. Um, Engineers take a coin town that they need. Now they finally double dig, I would assume. They're giving me all the leech at all the wrong times, which is unfortunate. Oh, do engineers make 2 towns here? Oh, that's super awkward, actually. Engineers might be making another town here. Oh, no, they're just short of workers. They're very close, but yeah, getting all this leech offered at the wrong time is unfortunate, too. But the engineer's position has improved. It's now engineers have major worker problems though, which I guess is why they're working hard for this cult reward, and they can take a worker town. So they're at least sort of figuring out a handful of things, but yeah, there's troubles here, team. Got tricked by the dark lanes. Should have taken the nomads. Their instincts were good. Nomads were good in this matchup. All right, lots of pastile points are definitely on the table and available. Again, I'm not convinced I can/should have a fast round here. I definitely want to just slam this bridge. I do think it's time to take priest towns, although the ship town gives me interesting tempo here. Does the ship town actually give me... I still can't actually beat Patrick to b4 with a ship town. Yeah, given that I took the coins tile, I think I have to take... the VP town here. And I just accept that Patrick has tempo to beat me to b4 here regardless. Mermaids take fire too, which is like very unnecessary for them. I don't like this fire 2 grab at all, but I'm glad that mermaids are doing dubious things. I will support the mermaids in their quest to do dubious things. Alright, I think the game plan this round basically has to be advance ship and then just build like dwelling, trading post, trading post. I don't have enough workers for that. I guess 3 dwellings, 1 trading post. It's a little awkward because then I'm not building a lot of dwellings next round, but I think I have to try to plow through, try to go A10, and then dream that I'm actually going to get connected. Even if I connect, I guess I'm still only playing for second on network, but like Engineer's network is looking like it's going to be better than I can achieve with just my east dwellings. Like, if I try to expand my network just over here, I don't think it works. Oh shit, I also forgot Patrick has a sandblast. Awkward. Patrick absolutely can cut me off of my dream of connecting and finding other town space. So that's further mega awkward. Although Patrick might want to just find a third town himself. I don't know. Engineers use their power once again for more workers. Are off of where they'd like to be. They might be trying to go stronghold, I guess. Patrick does advance shipping, so I mean Patrick definitely can just go to B4 now and then could just cut me off of A8. Still doesn't necessarily give him town space. Oh, actually, I mean he could build a sanctuary. Okay, team, we're in trouble. So, new question. New question is if we have to just drop the dream for third town and drop the dream for connecting. And if we drop both those dreams, then we use a priest or two to dig here and we pass for the trading post tile. And then we just earn oodles of points in the final round with all of our resources and hope to God it's enough to do reasonably. I'm not convinced that sounds good, but at this point, investing anything in expanding just feels well. Okay, wait 1 sec. Maybe we can still town up here. Okay, yeah, actually, you know what? Advanced ship. I think I can take A11 on mermaids this round. I don't think they're paying attention or caring. I think I can town up in here, although I'm not going to have neighbors. Wait a sec. I'm not going to have neighbors, right? So it's going to be crazy expensive. Well, although if I take A11, then mermaids will let me have A10. I don't know if this is a good plan either, team. This might also be a really dumb plan over the just pass plan. So I might regret that shipping advance. It was mostly thrown away points. I might just be back to passing, but I guess we'll partly see what Patrick does. I'm expecting Patrick to build on B4, which is just all sorts of awkward pressure for us. Engineers do go for stronghold strat. I don't think that's very good, but that's fine. They're probably taking a worker town just so they can build bridges. Oh, mermaids went sanctuary for water 2. Ugh. I really don't like that, but I'm glad they're being heavy contest on the cults. That's fine by me. Okay, so mermaids are definitely not stopping us from getting A11 though. So Northern Town is an option. It's just going to require expensive TPs. Oh, and Patrick didn't take B4. Wait a sec. Patrick didn't take B4. That means I can A7. He B4s. I A8. He could sandblast here, but I think he's trying to town down here. Okay, I think we might be able to sneak connection, team. We might be allowed to connect and town. You think I have connection with ship advance and A11, A10? I think that's very dubious because Patrick, yeah, Patrick has moves. Like Patrick has lots of moves. Like I don't think I can connect that way. I think I have to go for this A8, A9, and then hope to take A10 opening next round. I mean, Patrick still could cut us off of A9. I just don't expect it to happen here. I expect I'm allowed to triple dig A9 right now, but I also could be wrong about that. Mermaids also can first action block us next round, to be absolutely clear. I think they're going to take a coin's power action, though. You had to step away a while and notice mermaids hung A10. Yes, mermaids have hung A10 and A11, which was nice of them, but Patrick has very annoying pressures on me. It's just a mess. Also, all the pass tiles are like hanging, and I might lose the pass battle here. So that'll be great. That'll be just great. But you know what? Having a long round here is pretty good for us. So, this is the classic nerd cube argument that everybody worries too much about pass tiles. Like, 6-coin pass tile is actually really good for me still. 3 coins on a priest is okay. Like, these are not the worst outcomes by any means. So, we'll see. Patrick is thinking hard here, which means he's definitely considering cutting us off of A9. He's debating how much he cares about fighting for his own third town and just beating us, or how much he can just cut us off and what it all does. And it's very reasonable for him to be thinking this through. If he does cut me off, I think I do just pass for the trading post tile. I mean, Patrick will get the ship tile, but at least I wind up on a TP tile and I just build crap tons of stuff next round, and that's life. But yeah. Alright, Patrick is letting us attempt this. Alright, I can still build a trading post. The trading post build is very good because I'm at 8 dwellings, so like the trading post is just pure profit when I build it. It's not actually replacing any dwelling income. So it's very worthwhile to build here. The trading post pastile, as nice as it is, I need a lot of stuff next round to pull this off now. Like, next round I'd like to open by taking A10, which means I also have to trading post this round. I need to trading post this round so I can actually dig and build A10 first action. Then I'm going to need another shipping advance, probably try to dig and build B6. So I need to afford shipping advances. I need to afford trading posts. I'm going to need to take like Fire 2, or I'm going to need to take Air 1 plus build another trading post. So like building 3 trading posts. Well, no, that'd be 2 trading. It would be 2 trading posts, a temple, and 3 dwellings. Is a lot of coins along with a ship advance. So like the 6-coin tile is very handy. Patrick probably passes here for the ship tile anyhow. Yeah. So we got blocked, but we honestly get 6 coins, which again is like, I think I get A10 first action anyhow. Although now engineers can block me on A10. That's awkward. Engineers blocking me on A10 is also very possible and realistic. Sad days, but we can't do anything about it. So whatever. Yeah, we just can't do anything about it. We just dream. Just have to dream. Dreamy dreams. Doop doop. We do get a cult step here. Cult stepping fire gives me 1 more resource, which is like something. Cult stepping me earth or water might get me points, although who knows what engineers are going to be doing. Let's just take the guaranteed fire worker. I'm never getting a coins action next round. Do I want to be able to take leech by converting a power to a coin? Or I guess I leave myself the chance of getting a coins power action because everybody else has other things to do? Sure. No, I mean, I always have to take like A10 if I'm offered. If I'm not offered A10, do I even want the coins power action? Kind of. Do I even want the leech, I guess? I don't want the leech. You'd convert, I'm going to get free plower if blocked on A10. That's true. If I get blocked on A10, I am going to get free leech, and I'm just never getting the coins action. Okay. I should convert. It's crazy. It's crazy to think anything else is going to happen. And then 6 coins, I think. I don't think I want to pay 3 coins for a priest. If everything goes according to plan, I need these 6 coins because I need to build a lot and pay for ship advances. I'm very unconvinced everything goes according to plan. I mean, I think mermaids take coins here. Mermaids look like they need coins so badly that they're not going to block me, but engineers blocking me is a unfortunate... Although they can't double dig. They'd have to single dig. Well, they're not super high rated, but they might be blocky. We'll see. We're close, team. We're close to the dream. We're close to pulling out our best winning line chance, etc. I mean, I think Patrick still wins, but G2 better for NG? Almost certainly. Almost certainly engineers should not be worried about blocking me over playing their own game here, but look, I'm a paranoid son of a gun when I'm leaving the fate of my, game in somebody else's hands, especially when said player is like, not super high rated and it's unclear what they're going to prioritize, but it looks like we get away with it. Oh, no, we absolutely get away with it. Patrick can't stop us anymore. He gave up his opportunity. Patrick is still definitely a threat here, though. Patrick also has 1 million resources, going to build a lot. What's Patrick's network situation? He's going to be left with Sanctuary Temple, so I should be trying to also get down to Stronghold Temple, tie Patrick on network, which does seem very doable for me. I need to build Temple, 2 trading posts, 3 dwellings. I talked about this. I have that. And I build dwelling, trading post, Temple, Air 1, trading post for a town. Try to build a dwelling on B6. Only need 2 ship to connect. Ooh, I only have 1 priest left. Ooh. That's actually awkward for the network thing. I need locations to build these dwellings. A11 lets me connect on 2. Yes, A11 also lets me connect on 2, but it turns out I think I need... Well, but it costs 1 less dig. This gets me 2 hexes, though, for 2 digs, and also lets me connect on 2, and I'm assuming mermaids are going to take A11, because it's a dwelling round. But, okay, yeah, I kind of need this priest town, and I might need the priest power action, although then I don't actually know if I can afford everything else. Okay, A11's already gone, so there's that. So now I definitely do. I would really like this. It's hard to say whether fighting first network is worth it. Second network looks so free. Yeah, although I guess the problem is in order to make this town lumen, I need to go trading post temple trading post, or I'm taking fire 2 on the temple anyhow. So... I guess this is where I should do math. If I'm actually able to get the rest of the dream, temple, 2 trading posts, 2 dwellings is 15 coins, which I have, and then it's a ship town, and it's take this priest power action, and we actually do have the resources to pull it off. Who else is towning this round, and are they interested in a ship town? Mermaids are towning. Might want the ship town. Just stronghold for the town. It gives me priests. Yeah. So that's, I guess, a way to give up on the network talk. I don't know that stronghold giving me priests is only mildly true. The problem is the stronghold costs like most of our workers. Okay, let's just trading post and think about this a little longer. Don't give Patrick leech. Patrick is the enemy. Mermaids can have leech. So, like, I could stronghold here, take a bunch of priests, I guess, and then take workers, and then... No landscapes? Yeah, no landscapes. Stronghold is still mildly tempting, though, right? If we build the stronghold, take a worker town. Does that work? Strongholds use up 7 workers. We then have 4 priests. We take a worker town. We build a trading post. We build 2 dwellings. Oh, 2 dwellings is the problem. I would then be turning 2 priests back into 2 dwellings, so it's only net 1 priest. And then I still have to fully pay for shipping, and I have to pay for digs. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. What towns are left? There's I think the only town tiles that work for me are ship and priest to actually pull off the super dream. Okay. Okay. Is there a way to make temple TP dwelling if I get priest action? Yeah, we did the math. I mean, I can, yeah. I can. I have the resources to temple, trading post, dwelling. I need to use this power for a priest power action and get a ship town. The other way this works is actually that is like the only way it works, right? I need the ship town. I need the ship town like always, right? I also kind of need the priest action. Patrick is behind me on making town. Mermaids. See, the problem is mermaids could ship town in order to connect. Okay. I could fire 2 to lock up the town right now. But then we could get blocked on... Maybe I just take this. Does this always save me? I can always advance ship twice if I have to. No, actually, this saves me. I can always priest town if I have to. Advance ship once, build the dwelling here. I might not get all my structures out, but that's not that big of a deal. I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. I might not be able to get out everything. Because I need 5, 8, 10. I need 12 coins to build all this stuff. Which is what I have. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have an extra worker. I have an extra coin at the moment. So actually, if I get offered a couple leeches, I can also achieve this with the priest town. Yeah, if I can get 2 more coins via power, so 4 more power income, I can also make this happen. I'm very unconvinced that I actually get offered that. But yeah, I think I'm just templing for Air 1 next and then trading post. And we'll see what towns are left for me. I mean, mermaids are taking a town here, which I guess partly will clarify things. They just take the 11.1. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're just racing Patrick for a ship town. Does Patrick want a ship town? Patrick needs a second ship in. Patrick might want the ship town, and Patrick has tempo on it. No, Patrick doesn't have tempo on the town over me. Oh, unless he takes fire 2. Does Patrick need fire 2? Oh, Patrick needs fire 2. Yeah, okay. Isn't 1 priest to earth and 1 to water more points than tie first on network? I need to get second on network, so I need to connect, right? I need to get second on network at the very least. Patrick does have tempo on me with fire 2, right? I need 2 actions. He needs 3. Oh, you're right. Okay, never mind. I have ship town locked up. Okay. Then we've pulled this off. We've already pulled this off, which is beautiful. We actually managed to pull off our kind of ideal round 5 and 6 in many ways, or like finish, which I'm still not sure it's enough, but it's definitely gets us a lot closer. Oh, Patrick bridges. Wait a sec. Does that change the math? Patrick bridged. He still needs to temple trading post dwelling, but now he doesn't need fire 2. Okay. Okay. We continue to give mermaids leech because I don't care what they're doing. Yeah, I do not care. Technically mermaids could take B6 on me. That still doesn't kill us. No, mermaids can't even do that. They could make it cost more, but it's ludicrous. Yeah, I agree. I'm still ahead of that. Anyhow, yeah, I still have to actually figure out a way to connect. And connecting is also still not super trivial. And I absolutely have to connect to make sure I beat Engineers network. Engineers are at 12 network. They're still going to get another dwelling down. Like, Engineers are getting to, like, 13 network, or possibly... No, they're getting 13 network, but... The worst scenario is to ship 3? Exactly. Ship 3 is still gross, but we should avoid that. I take ship town, and then I get B6 here. And then I still have A13 to build, so I can actually tie network. And it's just another 4-point dwelling. Engineers also have this. I forgot. Yeah. So we need to actually make sure we beat Engineers network. And tying Patrick on network is still pretty important if we're trying to win. Which, again, should I be trying to win? Meh. You know, probably not. But maybe I should be? I don't know. Is Patrick clearly going to win? I guess Patrick's going to win, right? Patrick still has another town coming in. He has 1 more dwelling coming down. I guess that's not that many more points. He passes, though. Patrick's still getting like 120 plus. Then he ties me on network. So then Patrick is how many points ahead of me on cults? Patrick is going to be... Probably is going to be like plus 14 on cults or something. So I need to be 14 points ahead of Patrick after the end of this round. Oh, maybe I will be. Oh, actually, I almost certainly am, aren't I? I'm at 114 at the moment. I build a trading post as 117. I ship town is 124. I dwelling is 128, 132. I dig twice is 136. I pass. I'm at 140. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm at 140 after passing this round. So then Patrick probably has to get to 125 to tie me, which we'll calc in a moment. I need to take the ship town now. Or no, Patrick actually can't take the ship town, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs to build the trading post. Takes him to 6, then he needs to build the dwelling. So he can't beat me to ship town. Engineers, towned, no other towns. Mermaids have towned, no other towns. So this ship town is mine. So actually I can take this hex right now, which is safer, just in case anything weird was to happen to this. I take this, then I ship town. I have the resources to trading post and dwelling. And we ship town to connect on 2. Yes. This is good. If we didn't take air 1, the earth water 3 would give us exactly resources to take the priest tile, since engineers gave H6 1 power. Interesting. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Although that's actually point neutral, right? Or maybe it's 1 point better. It's very, very minor. Doesn't matter a lot. I guess cult points, it might matter a lot, actually, I see. Cult points matter a lot. The shift on the cult could be why that was important to think about, but oh well. This endgame has already been so calculation tight and so difficult to figure out. I'm not too sad if I missed something. If I missed a line to beat Patrick on cults, to be it. I meant to calc Patrick's points here, right? Patrick's at 94. He builds this, takes him to 97, 101. Builds a dwelling is 103. He towns 112. He advances ship is 115. I'm not sure he advances ship twice anyhow, so then he just passes for, and he's at 121. I'm plus 19. We tie on network. He has to be 19 points better than me on cults, and that's absolutely not the case. Okay, actually, we might have still won this game, which is kind of wild. So it turns out Patrick maybe did have to cut us off, although that means he wouldn't have got a town. But maybe Patrick eking out this third town turns out to not have been important, and just cutting us off was? I'm not sure. Might plan more later. I don't expect to. No, I'm gonna. This is as usual. I'm pretty much a one game, one stream guy most of the time nowadays. All right, we need the ship tile. Give me the ship town. All right. Zoom ahead to 14 network. And we got our dwelling spot. We got our dwelling resources. It's all coming together, team. We're Darklings. We made a lot of points. We achieved the 3 towns plus connection game plan. So the early decision in round 1 to go for temp ship and to take the fire 1 in order to fuel a kind of a big game plan has turned out. But woohoo, Darklings did the points. Yeah, we did. We made it happen. It was tight. It was tight. I mean, we had to have our opponents let this slide to us. Nobody blocking us on A10. It looks like mermaids were too far behind, but engineers absolutely should have probably... I think engineers were supposed to open the round with blocking me on A10. Given that it would have locked them up engineers would have been second on network instead of third. It puts me much further behind because A10 blocks not only connection points, which I'm now getting 15, it blocks my town, which is a lot of resources and or points for me. So yeah, I owe a lot to not getting blocked here. If engineers block, I think they probably take second place to Patrick, but second place is still better than the third place they're taking. Actually, are engineers even in third? Or are mermaids somehow... I guess engineers almost have to be in third, right? I mean, mermaids looks like they have the cults locked up, but they have no network. And engineers already are 24 points ahead of them. I mean, that seems promising, but... I need to build this dwelling. Whew, a big 140. Feels good. Admittedly, engineers are passing for a lot here, actually. Wait a sec. Engineers pass for... Oh, they only have 1 bridge? Okay, they only have 1 bridge. So engineers are passing for something like 9 points. They're still going to be at 129, plus network is 135. I guess mediocre cults. Engineers also haven't taken my cult points away yet, which is pretty big for me. I thought engineers were sending priests to cults in order to beat me, but I don't know what they've been doing. I guess they've been building trading posts. They've been so worker short, they've had to use priests as workers. And they actually probably are supposed to build a trading post here, because it's a 5-point trading post. Oh, they don't have the resources for a trading post, though. Haha, never mind. But yeah, Engineers kind of turned it down. You stepped away. Engineers definitely exploded a bit. They did their things. They're still significantly behind Patrick and I, is what I'm determining, though. Um, in particular, Engineers did hit 14 network. So the fact that I eked out 15 network actually does turn out to be incredibly important here. Because Engineers did manage to just still get to 14 network while Patrick and I are hitting 15. So those tight calculations at the end and worrying deeply about making sure I got that extra dwelling out and used all my resources on network does very much turn out to be the right call. Um, those who were questioning otherwise or thinking otherwise definitely would have got a little punished there. But Patrick sends a priest to Earth. His last action is advance ship. I'm out of actions. Got nothing left to do. But yeah, Patrick will advance ship. That takes him to 111. He passes for 115 to 121. So I'm plus 19 on Patrick. Again, I have Patrick. Patrick does not have 19 points on the cults on me. So I'm clearly ahead of Patrick, so I should be fine. You were so close on your predictions for my structures build. Yeah. Yeah. You wanted to see how Darklings got played, Gonzo. This is kind of a classic's a bit of a stretch, but this is kind of, I guess, this is mostly how I play Darklings nowadays. Open economically early, try to take the points favors in the mid game, and figure out what your path to points is. Sometimes it's just building 3 towns, don't worry about network, hit pass tiles. This game got real sketchy in the mid game, and I got very lucky my opponents didn't block me. This northern connection was incredibly fragile. This northern town was incredibly fragile. Winning here is very tight, and very fortunate that our opponents allowed it. But feels like it's Earth 1 a lot of times. Yeah, it looks like Engineers preferred the unclear 2/3 VP sending a priest to Earth instead of making TP for 5. They actually couldn't make a TP. They didn't have the power at the time. Engineers only had 1 coin available to them last round. The power was partly from Leech and partly from sending the priest off in the first place. So I think it was the right move for them. They didn't have anything else left to do, but yeah, it's sad they couldn't get that out. But hey, that Engineers game made quite a few mistakes. They played the late game kind of reasonably, at least, although the late game was kind of open to them to just do this. They have a free gray hex though that they didn't even build on. This is where, if the Engineers focus just a little harder on network, maybe skip the stronghold and just focus on network, Engineers also could be at 15 network, and then I'd be a lot more worried about them potentially winning. Mermaids focused heavy enough on cults. It looks like somehow we've allowed Mermaids to win all the cults. But they have nothing else, so that's not a huge concern. Yeah, I mean, Mermaids are passing for 8 points. I guess 111 plus all the cults plus 32 takes them to 140 something. But I mean, I'm at 155 plus maybe a couple pity cult points. I'm at 157, I guess. So, I mean, Mermaids aren't even that far behind. They're going to be 12 to 15 behind. Engineers are going to be 126 plus pass, 135 plus some cults. I guess Engineers might be last. 139, 130, 141, 143. Yeah, Engineers might actually be last. I don't know what they're thinking about so long here. They need to hit the pass button. They're trying to time out. Please tell me they're not one of these people that left the game because they were out of actions and assumed it was gonna auto pass. It says they're still online, so I mean, if we have to switch this over to turn based, so be it. We'll let it finish out later, but does have a leave penalty on a turn Mystica game. Oh, but that was very short, so this is just weird. Yeah, I'm a little scared that Giuliano, I mean, they haven't yet, but like, it's a sad way. If you're precious about your elo at 260, then you've got some problems. I mean, if anybody's precious about their elo, like whatever. If I don't get elo from this match, it's fine. It's a little sad because I've been climbing my Terra Mystica back up lately, and I feel good. Although, look, I could have so easily lost elo in this match. Like, if engineers just blocked me, like again, like they were probably supposed to, so like whatever. It's about opportunity. Yeah, I mean it's whatever. It's like if people want to kick here, they can kick. Like, it's fine. I don't like look, you're entitled to do what you want in this situation. Like somebody's not playing, whatever you want to do is allowed. Like I would prefer if it's this late in the game we agree to switch to turn-based, which is like looking like what's happening. We just need Patrick to agree, but yeah. All right. Patrick did agree to make it turn-based at least, so that's nice. It is not arena, no. It was just a friendly table, and the one unfortunate thing about agreeing to make it turn-based is like they don't get well, they get a timer penalty now instead of a leave penalty. But like it's definitely annoying for these things to happen. So like I don't know what's up, but oh well. Anyhow, I appreciate my opponents making it turn based. We'll play it out. I'll get my get my points for the win here. I mean, all's it Corf just has to pass. Patrick has to advance ship. Mermaids have to pass. Patrick has to pass. Like it's very annoying. More likely you had to go deal with something you didn't realize you hadn't passed. I suppose like it's probably safe to assume something innocuous. It's just it's so weird to me players that somehow don't finish games. I guess I'm never in the position where I'm like, oh, and here's Corf. All right, we are finishing, luckily. But I guess I'm just never in the position where I leave games before they finish. I just you play a game until you actually hit the end screen. Like it's just not hard. But regardless, we're all here. We're all gonna finish. It's easy. Everybody's hitting the pass buttons. It's fast. Look at that. Sweet. All right. Well, cool. We still got there. Um, who knows who have to go AFK for any number of reasons. I know it happens, Gonzo. Like, it's look, honestly, if you're in the middle of the game and you go away for a weird little while, I understand a lot more though. Look, the number of times it happens on BGA though, in this kind of end game stall when it's like, oh, all you had left to do was to hit the pass button or whatever, it's like, I don't know. I think a lot of people just get lazy about waiting to see a game fully play out, but whatever. We do see the game play out. We got our 2 pity cult points. Uh, so that was something at least, and yeah. We'll see if Patrick, polite thing would be at least say something in chat. Yeah, I mean, they did say that somebody was like at their door or something in chat once they came back, but certainly would have been nice to know ahead of time, but oh well. Oh, Mermaids and Engineers tie? Fascinating. Tie for last. Pretty close game, ultimately. I'm 7 points ahead of Patrick, and he's 7 points ahead of them. Uh, they, I guess, played a little more reasonably than we were giving them credit for, so... But I definitely got very fortunate there. Like, it does make you wonder if engineers just win this game if they block me. Probably not, because they're going to lose a handful of points, although they're going to gain 6 network points. But I guess Patrick is also going to gain 3 network points if I don't tie him. So yeah, but I do think engineers moves to a pretty easy second if they block me. So More points than you expect for low elos? Yeah. Or if they have workers and coins the first. I mean, look, it's fairly clear that engineers probably could have slash should have tied or been very competitive in this game if they actually made the right choices. But engineers are saying maybe they should have blocked A10. I think they definitely were supposed to block A10. But yeah, Air 2 isn't that bad, but if you go for it, you need to make Stronghold in order to win Network. Need to not make Stronghold, yeah. You had a really nice game of St. Petersburg after watching my stream. You got 79, but somehow your friend reeled off a 95. Yeah, so that sounds like a 6-round game, Gonzo. And in 6-round games, sometimes people can have like very good games, but 79 is very respectable. It at least means that you've started to really understand how to play the game in terms of managing your economy and the tempo and like acquiring cards, opening slots, buying stuff at the right time. And that's kind of the critical ideas. But yeah, 95 is a very good game. Generally, it's like they got an early mistress or judge, or somehow they got like a pretty good. They almost had to have got to like 8 or 9 nobles and like had things go very well, which sometimes happens. Um, Definitely impressive for them too to play it that well, but you got an additional noble, you didn't have an opportunity to get one. That was the difference. Gotcha. Yeah, those late game nobles can be a big difference, obviously. And that's where turn ordered stuff. And so, like, it turns out that possibly then your winning line that game involved figuring out how to force it to be a 5-round game. But that also takes some skill to, like, start to learn how to pay attention to that and how to start, like, already in round 3, be positioning yourself to help speed the game up so that you can win a 5-rounder or something. But it's fun. Not the only difference, but it was like 18. Wow, gotcha. Yeah, it is wild. Um, Anyhow, yeah, this is a really fun game. This end game definitely got lucky that I was allowed to get through with this. Patrick's opening Stronghold this game, very fascinating too. I'm still really uncertain about Patrick opening Double Dig, opening Stronghold, skipping Stronghold action round 1 in order to pass for coins, but I do think the pass was correct, as wild as it was, to skip using the Stronghold. I think that was pretty clever. I liked, that was a neat move from Patrick. Uh, Gotta give credit to both Mermaids and Engineers here. Like, even though I don't like their Earth 1 rushes, and I don't like that they passed on Double Dig in round 1, they at least played the point greedy paths pretty well. Both of them figured out how to, just greed points on pass tiles and their Earth 1s and stuff and achieve decent games. Um, but I just think they both showed the flaws of not playing economically enough. I mean, they both hit the track even harder. I mean, Patrick didn't even hit the track that hard. I hit favors very well, but like this, a 16-point Earth 1 that you take round 1, that's just not it's just not good enough. Other favor tiles are better than 16 points in round 1. I only got 2 points on the pass that whole game. Like, my opponents definitely did a better job of the pass tiles, but it's again, like, this is where Terra Mystica is so interesting. Like, bonus cards are important, but all the scores matter. I mean, 26 faction points obviously always helps a lot too. Like, just the fact that all my priests turn into things, but made a lot of points. Engineers paid a lot for their leech in the end, but makes sense. Heroic Logic, welcome. Loki, you showed up just in time. Well done. You didn't hate the Stronghold, but Stronghold and Double Dig was wild. Feels like when he decided to deny Act 6, he should have held off on Stronghold. I think so too. I mean, I get he was on big building tile, but like, it's also a temple round, right? Like, it's just, and again, like I do think partially, just a little bit, you can point to this cult performance and be like, Patrick only got 2 priests on the cults look. You have to sit. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Good boy. I think you can partly point to that cult performance though, and be, like, hey, Patrick, if you produced more priests this game, where could you be potentially? Like, could you, how many more points is that to? How much more cult economy is that during the game? But admittedly, it's hard to 3 town without going stronghold early. So like, you probably have to give up a town, maybe more than just a town. I certainly am happier if he doesn't go stronghold because it means I just plow my town through here. Um, it makes it much easier for me to 3 town without winning network. Now it turns out I did tie for network, but like, not clear. Patrick got a very nice network down by the end too. Just water one, air one game. Ultimately, it was really cool too. Yeah, he did a lot of really neat stuff. So it was fun stuff. I mean, I think ultimately both Patrick and I, are first and second, and we're the higher rated players here though because we kind of played like it. Upper level Terra Mystica looks like this, where you rarely are rushing Earth Water in round one. You're setting up more of an economic game plan. You're setting up more economy. You're putting yourself in position to do things. These guys rushed Earth One and limped early, and I think it really hurt them by the end game in terms of what it enabled them to do. This player got Earth One, but then they have no Water One, no Air One. This player, eventually did get a Water One. They're engineers. They got a lot of points from their favorite tiles at least, but failed to tie network, which is incredibly huge here. I mean, ultimately, I think this stronghold just turns out to be a big problem, but yeah, lots of little things too, so whatever. Anyhow, thanks all for hanging out and chatting. This was a fun one. Glad to get another Terra Mystica win here, even if it was the most like basic. We're base map. We're like the classic factions, and we played Darklings, which many kind of consider the most boring. Uh, but hopefully it was still pretty fun. I mean, there was a lot of interesting decisions and branching points in this game. Like even I don't know, people who want to claim they need more to spice it up, good for them. But this game was spicy enough for me. I was super concerned, obviously, about this 8-10 hex, trying to how to eke things out, watching what my opponents are doing. Still tons to consider like here, and a pretty simple thing. So you got some quality Loki time. You did. Thanks for inviting him in. He's happy to get that. It's interesting because Earth One in a vacuum is really powerful, but you feel like the rush for it makes it worse. But if you get it reasonably time, it'd be incredible. Yes, Earth One is such a balance, right? Like ultimately, part of the why I did so well here is like I am pretty sure Patrick would have been happy to see like a round 4 Earth One available to him, but I beat him to that. Um, it definitely turns out that if you can open economy and then get your scoring favors, you almost certainly are better off. But there are still limited copies of them, so there is pressure to get them at some point. So expert level tables have increasingly gotten interesting with like when do the scoring favor tiles get taken? When the rushes tend not to be instantly anymore like it used to be in the early days of Terra Mystica. Well, maybe not the early days, but the early days of competitive Terra Mystica, where the assumption was everybody was going to rush Earth 1 and fourth seats compensation was getting double dig. That's not really how things look anymore. But anyhow, yeah, thanks all for hanging out, chatting. I'm glad we got the stream in. I'm gonna head off, get some other stuff done today. Your turn-based game was a fun example of favor rush later. Yeah, absolutely, agreed. That was another very fun game, and it led to very high scores, right? Everybody all of a sudden needed favor tiles, and in like round 3, all the scoring favors were like disappearing. But in round 1 or 2 or whatever, we had like 5 different favor tiles taken, and none of them were Earth 1. So yeah, it was good times. But yeah. Anyhow, yeah, it was good hanging out chatting. Patrick did request a War of the Rings stream at some point. I might get that in on Sunday. I don't know yet. Otherwise, not sure what I'll be streaming next, but hopefully we'll continue to get some stuff in. It's been a while for Agricola now. I might try to get Agricola game going again soon too, but heading off. I'll see you all around.